Hi everyone, so I did a poll on my Instagram to see what kind of videos y'all were wanting to watch, see, request, that sort of thing. And a lovely viewer said that she really loves my chit chat videos, which lucky for me, those are my favorite ones, like literally since I was prepubescent. I was pretending to film videos in my room and just for fun, and it's always been like a dream of mine. Even in college, like I did all these live videos and I built up like 100,000 followers on it. Like me and talking to my phone has always been my favorite. So today we're going to talk about ready to ship items and ready to ship drops, that sort of thing. Me personally, I don't do them that often just because, you know, there isn't a guarantee that everything is going to sell. But I'm going to show you how I do it, how I plan it, that sort of thing. So back in summer, when I was, you know, at the height of my struggle, if you haven't watched my sewing room updated tour / struggles of being a small shop owner, go watch it because what I'm about to say will make a lot more sense. But when I was in the height of that struggle, I was like, oh my gosh, what do I do? Like, how do I fix this? Like, blah, 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 blah. You know, crisis mode. So I figured, let me hire another seamstress. I think this made it like 5. Let me hire a 5th seamstress and she will make a ready to ship drop. That way, once I'm all caught up, I can just redeem myself, come back, here's a ready to ship drop, and everything will ship out in like 1 or 2 days, and you know, we'll be all good, that sort of thing, right? So that's what I did for this drop. Unfortunately, only half of the items that I requested were made, so it just added further to my stress, but it's okay, we still have some items. So I'm going to kind of talk about it first, how I planned it, and then show you some of the items. So since it was like the middle of summer, I really wanted halters, bummies, swing tops, short sleeve sweater rompers, and bubble rompers. So that's 5 styles. If you're going to do a ready to ship style drop, I would stick to 5 styles and under. Just so that whoever is making it, like if you're making it or if a seamstress is making it, just to, you know, really solidify that everything is going to go smoothly, and, you know, in terms of sizes, just so it's not like this whole jumbled mess of like what you want them to do. I don't know, for me, it just works out better if I only have to, you know, whip out 5 pattern pieces instead of like 10 and like all these different sizes. It just makes everything, you know, a lot easier to deal with if you're sewing it yourself. Or again, if you're asking a seamstress to sew everything for you. So first off, 5 styles or less. Next, I chose 4 prints, just because I really like even numbers. I don't know. But I think 4 prints in general for drops is perfect. So I chose my 4 prints, and for ready to ship items, you can do it, you know, where like it's all different prints, because since it's all ready to ship, you know, at least you'll cater to different styles if you have like 4 random prints. But I decided to kind of make them all fit a certain theme, and for this theme the color was orange, so I decided, you know, hey, all these prints have like a little hint of orange, so they all go well together. And the big thing too is you want to make sure that it's gonna fit whatever season you're trying to sell them in. So these are more for my people who are transitioning into fall. I got a little behind because my catching up on orders took longer than I was expecting. So ideally I would have sold these around August. It's now September. Around early August I would have sold these. I was planning to sell them around early July, but again, you live and you learn. So 4 different prints max is what I'm telling you. Next, sizing. A lot of people always ask, like, how do I know what sizes to make? And to tell you the truth, you really have to have had already, you know, consistent sales and kind of know your customer base. For me, my customers are really heavy on the 2T. Like the 2T is always the most popular, which lucky for me is my daughter's size. So I always end up making samples in 2T, and actually that doesn't even matter what she wears. But anyways, what I meant is I always have the 2T patterns cut out already because that's the stuff that I make for her. Anyways. So then once you figure out that 2T size, you're going to taper off of that size. So I like to think of it as like a V, like this. Actually, that doesn't make sense. Is it a V? Oh, a V like this. What? Okay, forget forget that. There's no visual. I'm just gonna tell you what it is. So let's say since 2T is my highest, I'm going to make the most items out of that. Let's say I'm going to make 10 2T bummies, which is what I ended up doing here. So we're gonna do 10 2T bummies, and then the size under it and above it will be 8. Does that make sense? So then I'll have 8 of size 18 months and 8 of size 3T. And then we're gonna go a step down again. So then for the next sizes above that and below that, we're gonna do 6. So for size 12 months, and then for size 4T, we have 6 items of those sizes. And then you just keep going up until however many sizes you want to make. I stopped at 6 months because I didn't really think very many people would be shopping for newborns and the 3-month sizes and all of that. And I stopped at 5T because that's where my 5T is the max for my sizing. So that is how I figure out how many of what size to make. So again, if you for some reason sell like a lot of 12 months, you would make 10 of 12 months and then 8 of 18 months. But then it also depends on your shop volume. Like if you're just starting out, I would maybe make like 4 of 2T and then like 3 of the next sizes and then 2 and then 1 and then you're done, you know, just so you're not making a whole bunch and then you're left with lots of inventory if you're just starting out. But you know, for me, since I had 5 styles, I kind of wanted, you know, like a bunch of everything, so I started off with 10 of the 2T and then tapered off again. Hopefully that was a good enough explanation for y'all. If not, definitely comment down below and I can try to type it out. I think it'll probably make more sense if I type it out. But next I'm going to show you the prints. Okay, I got them all right here. So again, for this drop, I just wanted like an orange-ish theme / a retro theme. I forgot to mention that earlier. So here we have this really nice peace sign with the floral. Then we have, this one's actually cool to transition into Halloween / that spooky season. It says stay wild. Sorry. You can't read it. I'm just not noticing from this side, but. And then these beautiful butterflies. Butterflies really do well in my shop, so I try to incorporate them whenever I can. And then this beautiful floral right here. So again, everything is already ready to ship out and whatnot. So I have all of those ready, and then I'm going to show you the halters. Okay, so here are what the halters look like. They tie in the back and tie in the front. So again, just one. I'm going to show you one of every print, but there are several of every print. Again, I just use the sizing. It's not like a sizing guide, but I guess if you want to call it that, like how many to make of each. And then of course this, and they're reversible too, so I asked her to put white in the back. So then there you go, all the halters. Like I said, this is only half of the items because I did ask her to make what was it, swing tops, sweater rompers, and bubble rompers. I just felt like those 5 styles were, you know, pretty essential to summer / moving up into fall. But I'm going to get the rest of the fabric for that, so I'm going to just make those myself. Not as ready to ship, but these are going to be incorporated a little ready to ship drop into one of my bigger drops, just so that, you know, I can get the ball rolling on those. So that is pretty much it for how I planned this little ready to ship drop. Again, I don't really do them that often just because you never know what sizes are going to sell the most, or you know, which combination is going to be most in demand. Like let's say someone really wanted like the peace sign print and something else, or you know, there's definitely lots of things that can go wrong in terms of a ready to ship drop, which is why I prefer the made to order stuff. You know, someone orders it and then I make it afterwards. It's already, you know, catered to what they're wanting, the size they're wanting, style and fabric, all of that. So it does make it a lot easier on me to do made to order. But if you really want to try out the ready to ship, you never know, it could be like your thing and it can go super well for you. And then, you know, maybe at the end of all your ready to ship drops, you can do like a ready to ship sale with like leftovers or something. I'm sure there's like an awesome way to do it. I just haven't figured it out, and I don't really feel the need to, I don't feel called to make my shop ready to ship in any way, shape, or form. So, let me see if there's anything else. Oh, and as far as pricing, I don't think that they should be priced less because they're ready to ship. I don't think they should be priced more because they're ready to ship. I just keep the same prices throughout my shop, just so that there's no surprises or anything. And then, you know, I keep my same 10% off code available for all customers, and that's just what works for me. So that is it for this video, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.